In previous videos, I've shown you guys how to make professional quality stickers at home. But today, I'm going to show you how to take those stickers and bring them to the next level. Let's get into it. First thing we need is stickers. I can't have packaging for nothing, right? So I got to make the stickers and then I can make the packaging. Now this is not going to be a sticker making tutorial, but I am going to show you quickly what I'm going to be making for the stickers. So here I have a bunch of different illustrations that I did. And a lot of times I like to use the iPad to make my illustrations, but I've been really into this new beta software called Adobe Project Neo. It's just really fun to do different illustrations in this 3D style. And then I can export these as a vector, which has been really cool. I'm not going to go through the process. I have other videos if you want to learn how to use this and make it, but this is what I'm going to use to make the stickers. What's cool about this software is not only can I make cool animations like this, but I can also export to an SVG and I can bring it in here to Adobe Illustrator where I'm able to add this outline so I can make these really cool stickers. Since I'm happy with how these look, I export them to Cricut and I start cutting. So I've got everything loaded up into the Cricut software. I've got it onto my sheet right here and everything has a border because I want a nice die cut. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click continue and then we'll print. So this is the printer that I do all my prints on. I always recommend it, but it's the Epson EcoTank 2800. I really like it because it's got individual fill cartridges, so I never have to worry about running out of ink. I can just refill, which is awesome. And then I'm going to be using two different types of paper. So the first one is just this regular plain sticker paper. I recommend this sticker paper all the time. It's called Joyeeza sticker paper. It's like nice and glossy, so I like the finish. I found that they can be nice and waterproof as well, so I definitely recommend that. And then I'm going to have a little bit of fun, and I'm going to use this koala holographic sticker paper. This is just for a holographic sticker version. I think that'll be fun. So that's what I'm going to be using. And yes, you can find all of this in the description if you want to use any of it yourself. Stickers turned out dope. If you want more information about how to make these kind of stickers at home, check out some of my older videos. But for this video, I'm going to go into detail about how we're going to take these and package them for the next level. To be able to do that, I'm going to need to make a trip to the store. Let's go. Okay, I didn't fly there. All right, that's not my car either, but I did go to the store. All right, I got to get some kind of paper that's going to go on the top of the packaging. It'll have like our branding and probably my Instagram and stuff. So there's a ton of different kinds here. I probably want some kind of like glossy. So I'm going to grab some type of cardstock, something a little bit heavier, and then we'll print on that. And that'll be the top. So I actually already have one of these, but if you don't have one, this will be super helpful because one, I can cut with it, but also I'm able to like crease. So we'll be creasing it because we'll have to do a fold. So this is $9.99. I recommend this if you don't have one of these, but I have one, so I'm not gonna buy it. So I found these, it looks like self-sealing bags. It's in the jewelry aisle, but I think these will be good for the stickers. So we're gonna grab these. Back from the store, I got everything I need. I ended up going with this photo glossy paper. I think the cardstock would be fine, but I really wanted to give it that like shiny look, so I'm going to use this photo glossy paper. It should work out well, but we'll find out. I also ended up purchasing those self-sealing bags, so here's a better look at it. It's literally just like a little Ziploc. I've got this nice little crease at the top, but this is going to be good. I'm going to fill up this with the stickers, and then we're going to take the paper and we're going to put it on top, like fold it. You'll see. You'll see. I told you at the store too that I have one of these. Here's proof. I own it. So I didn't buy it, but I'm going to be using this because I need to do a nice crease, and I could do it without this, probably with a ruler or something, but I can get a really nice crease with this, so we're going to use this. Back to the old desktop. I've got my Illustrator file here. These are the stickers. We already printed those. I don't need to do that anymore. What I need to do is create the packaging that's going to go on top of the little baggies. So let's switch our views, and I'll show you a screen recording. I'll save you the trouble of watching me actually design this, but I do want to show you that I'm in Adobe Illustrator here, so I've got my file here. And here is what I started with. So I started with this little rectangle right here, and I just started with some type. So I did holiday sticker pack, and then I threw up all of the stickers onto this, and I got my little logo because I want to make sure that people know it's from me. And once I liked how that was, I came over here. Obviously, I changed some things, but I added this little cut. So I added the cut, so we can hang it on shelves. I think that makes it look nice and much more professional. And then I added the outline so it actually looks like the stickers on all my elements. So it look nice. I added some little snowflakes. And then I rounded the corners as well. I think that's going to really make it look nice and polished. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm actually going to export this as a PNG. I want it to be a PNG because I want to make sure the corners are rounded. And I also want to make sure that I have the hole cut out in the top. If you don't have a Cricut, don't worry about this. You can use scissors. You can use the little slicer that we bought from the craft store. You don't have to be super perfect when it comes to this, but I have the tools, so I'm going to go that extra little mile to make it look really nice. I've got my template loaded into the Cricut software. I can zoom in a little bit so you can get a better view, but you can see these are my little templates that I just made in Adobe Illustrator. So I uploaded them here. So now what I want to do is I want to show you the process of me making them with the Cricut design software. If you're not using a Cricut, feel free to skip this section, but some of you might have some questions, and this is how I do it. So I'm going to make sure I select 8.5 by 11 matte because that's what I have. Now we want to send it to the printer. So I send it to printer. And this is where some of the extra steps come into place. So like I said, I'm using the Epson ET2800. I like to use System Dialog. This allows me to have more options when it comes to what I want to print. And then I always add a bleed. So what this is going to do is it's going to extend the design. So when it cuts, we don't have any weird like white strokes around the design for the paper. So once I do that, I'll get this print dialog box. And this is where I can change my media and quality type. So I'm doing photo glossy paper like we discussed. And then this will change the quality to best. And I find that this gives me the best prints. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select print. Now here comes the fun part. So I can actually start loading my paper into the printer. I'm going to use this photo glossy paper. See, photo glossy paper. Throw that into the printer like so. Make sure to select my options. Yeah. And I already did most of the work on the computer by using the print dialog box. So this should just print this out exactly how I want. So I got my print here. The colors turned out really nice. You can see I've got that nice shine on it. This is exactly what I was looking for. So now I've got to get to the part where I need to cut this out. Again, if you don't have a Cricut, scissors will be just fine here, but I have one. So I'm going to cut this out with the Cricut. So get that nice and stuck. And then I can feed this into the Cricut. So we'll do that. So I can feed this in here. Good tip too is when you're loading this, make sure you've got it on the left-hand side. That's going to make sure we're lined up nice. This is all loaded in. So let's go back to the desktop so I can select what type of cut I want. So now that the print is good and I like it, we need to set the base material. Since this is on photo glossy paper, I'm going to do probably like a medium cardstock. So I'll select that. And then I've already loaded the materials. So now all I need to do is just press go on the Cricut. Everything should be all set up now. You see my light flashing, which is a good sign. So now all I have to do is just click this button and it'll cut this out for me. Let's do it. I've got the print here. Let's see how the cut did. From first look, it looks like it did pretty good. Oh yeah, I'm super happy with that. Check that out. It went straight up to the edge, which is perfect. And then I got the two holes in the middle cut really well. Here's where the creaser comes into play. I'm going to use this to get a really nice line in the middle of this packet. You definitely want to make sure to look at which slider you're using. The blue one is the crease and the white one is the cut. I don't want to cut this. I'd be very upset if I cut this. So I want to make sure I use the blue. Once I have it in the middle, I can close this and then I just run a little crease over the top. Now, if I did this correctly, I should have a nice line right in the middle, and this should fold pretty easy for me. So let's see if this gets a nice fold. Turned out exactly how I wanted. Really happy with that. I felt pretty good about it, but I wanted to do a quick little test fit, and here it is with the bag. Really pleased. I got the measurements just right, which, I don't know why I wouldn't, but it's nice to see it actually turn out. So all I got to do now is put the stickers inside of the bag, and then we'll staple this up and we'll have ourselves a nice little package. I've got the stickers in the bag, happy with that. And then I've got the packaging. So I'm gonna put these together. I was looking at this before I ended up stapling this, and I could do it this way, which would be fine, maybe if I had like bigger stickers, but I might actually fold this a little bit just to make this shrink up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna fold it, maybe something like that. And then I'm gonna put the cap on top of it. That way it shrinks the packaging a little bit. I think that looks nicer. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to staple this. You could probably tape too if you don't have a stapler, but I have a stapler, so I'm just going to staple this. Yeah, I think that's a nice height right there. So now I'm going to go ahead and just staple this. Check that out. Just 2 little staples to hold that in place. And now I've got this nice sticker packaging. So let's do it with the rest of them. Guys, check these out. I am so stoked on these. I've got the different styles. I've got some holographic ones. I mean, these look legit. I'm so pumped. I'd feel really happy taking these to any type of trade show, hanging these up. You know, I've got these little hangers that we can put on the rack. I feel very proud to sell these, and hopefully you guys would feel that way too. Well, guys, I mean, what else do you want? That's all I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you're able to make some of these things yourself. If you do, please share it with me. Tag me on Instagram, message me, send me a carrier pigeon, whatever. I'd love to see it. I want to see what you're doing. If you have any questions for me, make sure to leave them in the comments. And if you like the video, well, you already know what to do. Until the next one, guys, peace.